Well, greetings from the sales floor of Ellingson Motor Cars here in Rogers, Minnesota, a northern suburb of Minneapolis, Minnesota, and a mere 45 minutes away from the Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport. Today we're going to talk about our latest addition on our sales floor of over 100 plus vehicles. This is a 50th anniversary commemorative Corvette C5. They start with a 2000 body, whatever, C5 Corvette, and they make it look like a 1953. Oh, you're going to want to watch this entire video from start to finish because we'll give you all the details, a nice walk around, cold start, all the stuff that you want to hear about, because this is truly a remarkable piece of automotive history right here. So anyway, you can also click on the link in the description. It'll take you right to our website where you have additional information, pricing on this vehicle, plus have access to our over 100 additional vehicles we currently have on our sales floor here at Ellingson's. And our website is www.ellingsonmotorcars.com, where you can find cars from the 1920s all the way up into the 2000s and beyond. If you're looking for a specific car, odds are Ellingson's probably has it on their sales floor right at this very minute. Give us a call, 763-428-7337, and we will do our very best to answer any and all questions you may have on any of our inventory. But let's get back into the crux of the deal here. And this is a 50th anniversary. Of course, Corvettes came out in 1953, so in 2003 would have marked the 50th anniversary. So there was a company that came out and it was called Advanced Automotive Technologies, AAT, and they made a little over 220, give or take, examples of what we call the coolest collectible Corvette that I've ever seen. You want to talk about a car that gets immense amounts of attention, this be the deal right here. I can remember the first time I seen one. I came out of the restaurant and said, what in the world? Oh, is that cool? I mean, it has all the stuff that makes it look very similar to a 1953 model. But you start with a C5 Corvette to start with, and this was a 2000 C5. Notice the cool headlights and grille, very reminiscent of what a 1953 Corvette actually looked like. That sharp tooth grille and whatnot. And of course, the side trim is another really neat feature, very similar to the 1953s. Well, remember what motors they had in 53. They had the inline six, the Blue Flame 6, and you had a Power Glide 2-speed automatic transmission. That was the most features that you got on your Corvette. So boy, have they come a long ways in 70 years. And I'll tell you what, this is one of those cars that, like I said, you want something that gets you attention, this is going to be the cat's meow right here. Under the hood, of course, it has an LS1, which would be a 5.7 liter fuel-injected motor. Beautiful looking motor. That's why you're going to want to watch the video from start to finish. All the details. It just really is a good looking motor. And it's one of those things, that's what's great about this late model car. You turn the key, boom, and they start. And away they go. Beautiful torch red paint. Very, very nice color. And of course, it's got the radial tires, which of course is one of the biggest improvements on any cars. I don't care what year old collectible car you have, be it this 2000 or a 1955 Chevy, whatever, anything. The radial tires have been one of the biggest and best improvements for any of the old cars in the world. These are Coys, chrome-plated rims, beautiful 18-inch rims all the way around. Just really has a very distinctive look, needless to say. But now let's get into some of the features. Not only does it have the 5.7 liter engine, it has the 4L60E 4-speed overdrive automatic transmission, so anybody can jump in this car and drive it. Then you come to the fact that it's got rack and pinion steering, which is again a nice feature. And of course, it's got power front and all the way around disc brakes, with the cross-drilled rotors and the whole 9 yards, plus a posi traction rear end, just in case you want to get a good bite on the road. But let's take a look at the inside, because like I said, they basically started with a C5 Corvette, and they put special quarters, special hood, special grille, special rear quarters, taillights, all the stuff to make it look old. But once you look on the inside, you can see that looks just like a modern Corvette interior. And it comes with all the bells and whistles. These kind of cars, they started with a really nice example because, like I said, You've got power steering, power disc brakes all the way around. You've got power windows. You've got power door locks. You have air conditioning. Boy, and that dual output air conditioning, 1953 Corvettes, you put the top down, that was going to be your air conditioning. And of course, you have cruise control, tilt steering, leather, beautiful red and shale leather interior all the way around, nice carpet. It's got the nice soft top that goes up. One person can do it in their sleep. It's really easy for one person to hand put up the top just like that. Got the gate, all the instruments, yeah, the in-dash gate, so you can see it on the windshield. That is really cool. Power mirrors, dual exhaust, of course, and it does have a power opening trunk and a trunk. So if you wanted to bring a set of golf clubs, not a problem with this particular car. Yes, it is just one of those cars that just speaks of something very, very unique. If you want something that not everybody else has, to me, this has got to be the epitome of that because it's such a great car to drive. I mean, C5 Corvettes were really nice, got plenty of horsepower. The automatic makes it easy, tilt steering, all that stuff is just really makes this car something really, really special. Now you can find all of our stuff on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok as well. Give us a like, leave us a comment, or subscribe. We appreciate it very much, and you have all the information at your fingertips. So if you're looking for something to do in the evenings or on an airplane flight or whatever, take a look at those sites and look at some of the stuff that's out there. You'll kind of have an added bonus because some of the cars that we have in inventory are out there, but you really want to always check our inventory on our main website, and that is Ellingson Motor Cars for new arrivals. You can sign up for our news blasts, all that kind of stuff. And there's even a car finder section in there that if you click on, you can let us know what you're looking for in the event we don't have what you want right now. Odds are we will get one in the future. So that's another one of those things you can do. To me, the other thing to always, when you have a car of this sort, you join the Corvette club, be it a local club, be it the national club. They're just very instrumental and helpful if you have any particular questions about Corvettes in general. Those groups are really, really good. So you always can go to the club meetings and find Mr. Wrench, the guy who can answer some of those technical questions. If you're like me, I have to rely on other people to answer those things. There's always somebody there in the club that can probably help you in most cases. Now, the other thing we are good at, say you're going, boy, I really like this car, but where do I get financing? My local bank doesn't really know anything about this stuff. Well, we have several vendors that we can hook you up with. Actually, on our main page, our home page on the website, it says you can just check in and you can get our people that will help you find the financing that you're looking for. So we have that thing you can do as well. The other thing we can help, you say, I live in California, I live out of state, I'm not even close. We can ship cars any place in the United States. That's not a problem. For that matter, we can sell these cars overseas as well. So don't let that stop you. If you find what you want, odds are we can get it to you to have it parked in your garage in a matter of just a short amount of time. Now, if you're like me, you're going to say, boy, I really love the videos. They're great. It's nice to look at all the features, but I want to come and look in person. Well, we are open to the public Monday through Friday from 10 to 5, Saturdays 10 to 4 as well. Come on down. We're glad to let you take a look and make sure that you fit in the car. That was one of the things you always want to think about when owning a collector car. Just make sure that, some of our physiques may have perhaps changed over the years, but this one has plenty of leg room, and it's got the power seats. I even forgot to mention, it's got power seats as well. So yes, you have a lot more options with a 2000 Corvette than you did in 1953. Well, with that being said, it's like if you're looking for something highly unusual, something that's not everybody's going to have, you still want to have the old collector look, old Corvette look, but yet you want the modern conveniences of air conditioning, power steering, brakes, all that good stuff. This might be just that dream car that you've been looking for. So give us a call, 763-428-7337, and we'll do our very best to answer any and all questions you may have about this car or any of our other cars in inventory. Thank you again. We appreciate you watching our videos, and we'll see you next time at EllingsonMotorCars.com.